Hey guys, today I'm going to film a short little Q&A. I am in quarantine right now. I am not in the dorm, so if you want to see the quarantine vlog, go ahead and click up here. On my Instagram, I put a little question sticker, so I'm just going to be responding from the questions from that. If you want to ask a question, maybe if I do this again, go ahead and follow my Instagram at Meredith Stump. The first question, pretty broad, how's life at Notre Dame? Honestly, I love being at Notre Dame. I love living here on campus and I love the community and the environment. I can just tell like personally that it's where I need to be. Every day on campus I wake up and I'm like, wow. I'm still kind of in shock that I'm here, and I know it's been a couple months, but I don't think I'll ever like even pass the dome and not feel grateful. As far as things during COVID, because I'm a freshman and I don't know what life was like before, I feel like it doesn't have too much of an effect on me. The only thing that's really affecting everybody is the fact that we don't have any 3-day weekends or days off or any breaks this semester because they want us to be done with finals before Thanksgiving to like reduce travel, which is a really good idea in theory, but it's honestly really bad for our mental health. I think everyone's just experiencing major burnout. I wish the university would do a pass-fail system like they did last semester. I feel like I'm constantly doing the same thing over and over again. Like I wake up, I'm lucky to have some later classes, so I wake up around 9 o'clock and I do homework till midnight. And the only time I stop is to walk to class or to eat. It's exhausting. It's really exhausting. I noticed that I've adjusted my schedule to where I work so hard Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday is usually a little bit of a lighter load because of how much I've gotten ahead during the week, which is really good for like football games and just trying to hang out with friends. I know the situation this semester makes things a lot more complicated. The next question is, if you could do anything for the rest of your life, what would it be? I think the ultimate goal of life is happiness. And so I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is as far as like career goes that would bring me to waking up every day and being excited about what I'm going to be doing. My like ideal dream job, which I don't know how realistic it is, but let's just pretend here for a second, to start a company or organization that travels and hosts events that promote the acceptance of diversity with all different backgrounds and identities and religions and races and like cultures, just everything. I think it'd be really fun to like throw events and have guest speakers and dancers and food and just like educate and make people excited about the different cultures that are, first of all, in America, but also that like are all across the world. And just, I think that's a big thing, especially at Notre Dame. Like this year, we've had a lot of discussions about diversity and about Black Lives Matter, about like making sure that people feel included here, because it is a very white campus. It's a very wealthy campus. It's a very Catholic campus. Like no one's going to deny that, but it's the fact to acknowledge it and to create those discussions that are difficult. We're all working on that, especially in my first year experience class. We talk about that all the time. So if I could turn that into a career, even like hosting, organizing events, that would be really fun for me. And especially if I could travel while doing it. This next question asks me to talk about the academic pressure at Notre Dame. There is a lot of academic pressure. It's not competitive academic pressure, if that makes sense. I think there's a lot of collaboration between students on campus. I think we all want each other to succeed. It's building and it's inspiring and it's motivating. So this next question asks how the food is on campus. I was thinking about doing a video where I kind of review different foods on campus at the dining halls, but also just at the restaurants on campus or like little markets. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know. But I will just say that everyone says the food this year is not where it was before, just because everything is takeout from the dining halls. Especially it's good food, it's still like kind of cafeteria food, you know. I don't think anywhere, any college, you're gonna go and be like, wow, this is like a home cooked meal. What do I miss from home the most? I would say the thing that I miss the most is my car, because although I don't necessarily feel like I need it in town, For someone who came from a small town, I used driving as kind of a stress reliever. It's very easy to get an Uber around town if you need it. At Notre Dame, freshmen, first semester cannot bring a car. Anyone else can. North or south dining hall? South. What is the most annoying thing my roommate does? Yeah, Lulu submitted this question if you couldn't guess that. Goodness, let me think. Lulu and I have the best conversations, like especially since we have classes at basically the opposite times during the day, which I kind of like because then we don't like grow sick of each other, you know? We always have a bunch of stories to tell each other, and it's not an annoying thing, but sometimes I'll be trying to get work done and I'll end up having a long conversation with her and I'll be like, dang, I think I got really lucky with my roommate, if you couldn't tell by how much I include her in all my videos. Shout out Lulu, we love you. How much do I miss home? Right now, I'm missing home more than I did the first month and a half that I was here. There are waves to it. Certain times you're gonna miss it more than others. Like if I woke up tomorrow in my own bed, I'd be happy, but I'm not like depressed about it. But personally, I've done okay. What is the best and worst thing about college? I would say the best thing is the independence. If I was going to college in my hometown, I think I personally would still want to move out. It's really good for, I think, character in general to have to make decisions on your own, to keep yourself on your own time schedule and be responsible in that way. It's really good for you just in general. So I think I was ready to be independent. I think I was ready to leave. I think the worst thing about college is, at least for the first semester of freshman year, everyone here doesn't know me. Does that make sense? Like, especially as the semester goes on, because I'm living with these people and I see them every day, they're going to know me better than my friends at home. But at the beginning and for the time being, even if you have a lot of friends and you're making friends quickly, you can feel alone because no one like knows you yet. My favorite spot on campus. I would say my favorite spot on campus is when you're walking on South Quad and you turn and you see the dome through the line of trees. It gets me every time. Least favorite class. My least favorite class this semester would be accountancy. I'm really sorry. No, I'm not. I don't like accounting. I feel like it's just one of those classes that like it clicks for some people, it doesn't for other people, and if you are in the Mendoza College of Business, it is a requirement to take accountancy 1 and 2, so I just have to get it over with. First impression of my roommate. The second we had our first FaceTime, I was like, this girl's gonna be my maid of honor. I think I said that. Don't know if that's true. I'm sorry, my friends at home, I don't know that that's true. I said that I could see it happening because we were going to call just to figure out who was going to buy what for the room, and we ended up having a 3-hour conversation, and the only reason we stopped talking is because Lulu was like, Meredith, it's like midnight your time, you should probably hang up. And I was like, oh yeah, it is. If you have any more questions for me, follow my Instagram and look out for the next question sticker on my story, or go ahead and comment them below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.